We're back here again. Let's do some more. I had quite a few requests from you guys to do it like... There was one about composition, there was one about animals, there was one about shading and color. So I'm just wondering now, what should I do? And before making this video, I was thinking about Sphinx, the cat, the Egyptian cat. Then it made me think that doesn't look anything like that Sphinx, what's the statue and the cat itself. It makes no sense, but anyway. But then I wanted to do something with realism, just because to do realism or include a realism, need to find out. And then there's a little trick I want to show you. I call it point system. I don't know. You just need a little piece of ruler or something really straight, and then it basically like makes your life a lot easier. Where I've seen people when they sketch the lines up to find like where the shape's supposed to be, but I never really managed to get that. I didn't understand it. I just couldn't place it perfectly as I wanted to be. So I came up with this point system, and I'll show you exactly what I mean with it. And for that, I just have a ruler there and a pencil, and that's all you need. So probably what we're gonna do first is we're gonna find the image, what we're gonna use. Second, we're gonna figure out how and where and all that, what we're gonna do around it. Third would be printing it out, or maybe I'm gonna do it on my iPad, or maybe a pen, I don't know. We'll find out, and then we'll crack on.
Right, let's jump on Pinterest, search. I don't even know how to write Sphinx. SPHINX. I have no idea. Let's see what it gives me. What I'm looking for is a clean image. So I don't like portrait modes like this. It just looks very basic, dead, straight, boring. This one's a lot better. It gives the motion, it looks somewhere, gives a lot. This one's quite cool. The contrast, not the contrast, the focus on the head and all that gets blurry. That's a really nice one. Another portrait one. It's just, I don't know. I don't see anything like fancy in those. I like when there is a character. When you look at it, you're like, I don't know, it gives you some kind of motion. So there needs to be a motion in an image to give you emotions.
So I believe this will be our lucky guy today. So what I mean by point system is, what I try to do is I try to find, how to say, a points, a lines where they match up. I don't even know how to explain that, what I mean really. So imagine this is his face, yeah? So see that line goes down on the ear. So if you carry on that line, it would probably go up to there. And just by doing that line, you can see where the corner of the nose is. And if you divide this on half, like that line and that line, it would give you approximately there. And that's pretty much where your second side of that is. So even if you don't know how big the nose is, or how much is from there to there, you can kind of already see, yeah? So when you draw on a paper, you literally look for the points, what gives you those points. What else we can find? Maybe this nose goes to there, and see where this little triangle is. It gives you some sorts of like points where the triangle would finish. See that one there? So again, you have some sorts of sense where that would finish. So you've kind of like managed to get this one. So see from this one, if you go straight up, you can see where the eye, the corner of the eye is. Even if you don't know how far it gets, actually, that goes all the way there. I didn't notice that before, but see, and if you divide
that on half, it will give you approximately that. So if you, on a paper, if you get this little middle, and if you go a little bit before, you can kind of sense and guess where the eye is. And then from there, see if you put it 90 degrees, if you carry on here, you can kind of see where the middle of the eye is. So I build my images just like that, like sculpting, like mapping, making blueprints. I don't know what that name is. I just call it like the point system because I find the similar points. I never really like sketch head like that, like other people do. Okay, this will be the head and this will be that, and then just build from there. I don't know. I tried it. It always came out with like way too big this and way too big that, and I just couldn't get it. I just couldn't understand it. But since I've done this, kind of look for the points where it leads me to, where does that go, where does that go, I kind of like get more sense. I kind of more understand where I'm going. I don't know, if this helps you, it helps you. If it doesn't help you, you just carry on your way. But I'm just telling you, like, this is what I do mostly. I just try to find the points, what takes me there. This is beautiful. See that? Pretty much like parallel the black. You got this line. You can see the neck corner literally ends up with this line. So even if you got just that line and you doesn't know how far down it goes, you can just measure like the distance of the head. See if you put the finger there where the face is and the end is where the head finishes, you can see if you bring that head space down, it gives you approximately that space, and then you know that's the distance. And to get this one, you do exactly the same, like you judge, see where the corner is till the end, and then you look what is pretty much the same distance. And I can see it's pretty much the line what we created from this line to this line there. So you can, on a paper, if you get that measure there, just bring it down and you can measure that point. Booms. And then from there you just build up and build on again, and I don't know, this is what I do and it just works for me like extremely nice, and I'm always happy that I kind of came up with this idea. That doesn't give me anything. Let's see where that leads us to. Nope. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'll probably gonna draw on this big paper like that. You're gonna see me in time lapse mapping out, sketching, and this is gonna be my reference photo. I'm gonna do an A3. I don't know what size I'm gonna do, but I have a feeling I'm gonna do flowers around it, just because. Yeah, well, let's crack on. What I just realized is I'm drawing too big and the ears would go out of the paper. But what I found out was the same distance as the length of the head. Yeah, I think you can see that is exactly as, see from this corner where these two lines join, literally from there to this corner here. Perfect. Let's do it again. I'll try to keep inside the paper. Plus, I need to draw something around it, so I need to draw even like twice as small as I just did. Yep, sometimes happens. Sometimes you do those things. But let's carry on. I don't know if it's helping you or maybe you're struggling with this, but I don't know, I find it really satisfying, like really dead interesting to find the corners, to like, it's like a little mystery. But once you learn this, it's kind of dead easy afterwards, where you look on a different image which is maybe simpler or maybe easier or maybe a different subject, and you see how the lines and the shapes connect to each other, and it's so easy to find afterwards. In your head you can see there, the line goes there, meet around this, maybe I need the white one, meet around this one here, see where that white bubble is, and then it pretty much makes a straight line here, isn't it? It's just that basic. So you know what I mean, the lines itself just explains itself. Don't know, all these little cracks and wobbles like that, that's easy afterwards, but I don't know, I find it really satisfying, and really like mystery solving. Find the dots, and once you find the dots, easy is afterwards to just sculpt it, and then you draw like a portrait or draw that, you do exactly the same, you line up what lines up with another one, and so you just perfectly like a structure the image, not just draw wherever you see. When I was in art school, I remember like the year 4, year 5 used to draw eyes separately and fingers separately and lips separately, and they didn't need to just draw them, they sculpt them on the paper. And I think they did exactly what I just do now, trying to find the I don't even know what they are, connections, points, spots, and yeah, I don't know, like maybe it's just me, but I find it really, really exciting. Right, we should go on. What do you reckon, guys? Is it hard? Is it easy for you? What do you think? Write down in the comments. I want to see like what you say about it. I think it's quite straightforward. Just copy from that to that, and this way you know like it's like literally the same. It's there. You can do the same with the portraits. Just make the lines. What links up to that line, and the same you do here. I'm sure I've seen people doing portraits with this same method, and it does work, you know. It's that easy. It's not easy, it's time consuming, but you'll make sure you'll get the right measurements like in the right spot.
That's how far we are now. I think it's pretty dope. I'm well excited, guys. I'm well excited to go for this one. Probably now we're gonna grab some liners and we'll line some lines. Probably what we're gonna use will be 0.8, 0.5 as minimum, because we need some bold lines for this guy. Need to make it readable. Oh, by the way, if you come up with the name, put link in the put in comments. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Put in comments. This kitty needs a name, or maybe put your cat's name. I don't know. I think it deserves a name. And yeah, I think we're gonna start lining. I'm well excited about this one. This big, bold, badass tattoo design. So let's jump right into it. Don't waste any time. So what we need to do now is probably rub off the pencil lines. Otherwise, if I go with the marker and the pencil lines are underneath, then they're probably gonna stay there and I won't be able to get them off next time. Then I'm planning to do the leaves quite dark for this piece because the nose is quite dark, and I think the leaves I didn't line them are gonna probably go quite darkish with them, just to compromise the face, because the face is quite dark. I know it really works out because it takes all the attention to the face, but it can't be just a face blackish. So I'm gonna do all that, probably darker middles for the rose, just to make you look bang in the middle. And then probably we'll see where we are, we'll see how it looks like, and then we're gonna make next adjustments. Let's go.
Look at that, a quick shading tip. When you draw with a pencil, rub it with your side of your arm and you get really smooth shading. Amazing. No, don't listen to me, don't ever do that.
Right, I think we're gonna call a day today, because it's been like 7 hours without any food, any coffee, anything like that. I just sat here and went through. I'm well happy how it looks so far. That's the only thing what annoyed me. Maybe if you watch again, you'll see there was a pencil line here where I marked the middle, and then I deleted quickly and I touched the marker and it pulled the marker out. Oh man, that really got on my nerves. But other than that, I'm super stoked. I don't know what to do with the flowers. Maybe you got any suggestions for the next video, because the cat looks actually quite cool when it's just simply white. I was thinking about like doing some Japanese sleeve on him and that, but now looking at it, it kind of looks cool when it's just plain white. But we need some color in flowers, so maybe you got any thoughts on it, just let me know. And then you draw, guys, do the same. Oh man, there's pink as well down there. That's probably from my hand. Hate it. Anyway, I'm probably gonna cover that with some color next time. So what I was gonna say, make sure you draw HD clean. That's all it matters. Once you become HD clean, like whatever line, whatever shadow you do, whatever color you do, it's gonna look mint. Like it doesn't matter how many details you're gonna put in or how many this. It's just cleanness. That's all it matters. Even if you have loads of details and they don't look clean, you just have a big mess. Or you can have few lines, extremely clean, and people will love it and you're gonna love it yourself. Imagine you're the client who walks in your shop if you tattoo. If you just draw, then that's cool. But if you tattoo like me, and if the person walks in, or imagine you walk in a shop, what do you expect? You want the best tattoo what that person can provide. And so it happens, it's you. And you have to provide like extreme cleanness and this and that. And because it's 21st century. Like bad tattoos are gone. Nobody cares about them, nobody wants them, nobody... You know what I mean? Like it's 21st century, it's new level time. And if you're not there yet, then the industry will eat you. Thank you for watching. Let me know in comments what would be the cat's name, what colors you would like to see the flowers, and see you next time. Thank you.